Hallo Klasse, guten Morgen, guten Morgen. So today we're going to be learning some new words today. And these are going to be the school subjects. The word we use for that is die Schulfächer. Die Schulfächer. Okay, Fächer is a hard word to say because you have to say it, bringing that sound to the back of your mouth and a little bit up. Fächer. You kind of like push your tongue at the bottom and then lift the back of your tongue up. Fächer. Okay? That's how you make that A umlaut sound. It's a little bit of a tricky sound for Americans to say. So we are going to be using this particular presentation to kind of help us visualize what kind of subjects do we have. Now, a couple of these will be pretty easy. For example, Mathe. Makes sense, right? It looks like math, but it's just done in a German way. We have Deutsch. That one you should know. It's German. English. Notice how English is spelled, and notice that there's a British flag there. Why do you suppose that is? Well, the truth is honestly, there's a lot of British English classes taught in Germany. Das nächste ist Biologie. Okay, so we know what that one is, right? Biology, pretty easy. Physik is physics. Pretty easy, yeah? Chemie. This one's a little hard. It's hard to remember, but when you see it, you're like, oh, I know that's chemistry. So Chemie is how it's pronounced. And we have Kunst. Kunst is art. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be looking at some of these different items. Okay, so we're going to use some process of elimination. Okay, so I'll do it together with you, but then after that, you're going to do it by yourself. Okay, so the first one we have is Mathe. All right, which one was Mathe? That was the one with the numbers. And I think Mathe is here. Okay, Chemie. What is Chemie? It looks like chemical or chemistry. Chemie. Informatik. Oh, that one's a tricky one. Do we have Informatik? We do. It kind of looks like information, but kind of in a technical way. Informatik. Yeah, it is that. Let me erase some of these lines. It gets a little bit crazy. All right, now we have Geschichte. Which one of these best connotate or makes you think about Geschichte? I personally, okay, so over on the left-hand side, you see that we have a globe. We see a guy's head. Both of those could be it. I don't think it's it though. I think Geschichte. Geschichte means history. Goes over here. Now, you could argue that. Absolutely. Well, we're going to go with that one today. Then we have Französisch. This one was not in the previous slide. But Französisch ist eine Sprache, wie Deutsch. Französisch. French. That's how you say it. Then we got Sport. You can kind of guess the Sport goes up here, right? Then we got Philosophie. Philosophie is here. All right. And it looks like philosophy, honestly. The last one we have is Erdkunde. So Erd, E-R-D, this first part of the word, is the earth. So when we're learning about the earth, is geography. Okay? Perhaps one of the more interesting of the subjects. Oh, goodness. Okay. So what I want you to do now is go ahead and answer the questions about which one is which. Okay. Now we're going to go on to the next. So, wie heißen die Schulfächer? So we're going to go through a short review about each of these. Okay, so we see the chemistry beakers. Which one is that? Go ahead and choose the correct answer. All right. It's Chemie. All right. All right. Ooh, remember this one. This one's hard to remember. I won't lie. But you hear it a lot in a different context. Whenever you hear me say that we're going to talk with Geschichten, Geschichten are stories, right? This is that guy's story. It's his story. Ooh, what is that? Welche Fächer ist das? Welches Fach? Sorry. One Fach, two Fächer. There's here. Which one is it? Okay, good. All right, go ahead and answer. Welches Fach ist das? Good. Okay, welches Fach ist das? Next. Welches Fach ist das? Welches Fach ist das? Okay. Welches Fach ist das? Gut. Alright. Welches Fach ist das? Oh. Welches Fach ist das? I should have an American flag on there. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes these products are made for other countries, so just hold tight with me. And lastly, oh, that one's a hard one. Welches Fach ist das? Yeah. Keine Ahnung. Herr Dab weiß nicht. I don't know. That one's a tricky one. Okay. Ooh, welches Fach ist das? Okay. All right. Now, we have a couple other. Oh, that whole thing, this entire block of stuff is like one. So, welches Fach ist das? Ooh, there's a bunch of them there. That one's going to be a tough one. Just choose from this selection you have. Ooh, welches Fach ist das? That one's tricky. You got to know your flags. Right? Ooh, I like that. This, by the way, is what we call a frosch. And that was the worst handwriting ever. Frosch is a frog. Welches Fach ist das? Yeah, I don't know. I'm kidding, I do know. Choose. Ah, welches Fach ist das? Oh, this is interesting. Now, this Fach, I'm going to tell you it's a cognate. Go ahead and pick it. Okay, so one thing to note is that in Germany, they have a kind of a rotating schedule. Like, it's not like here in the States where you have the same subjects day after day after day at the same exact times. Germans do typically have, they'll have a class on Monday, Wednesday, and one will be every third Tuesday, and one will be every second Wednesday. It's a little bit more complicated than the American schedule. That's interesting to note because sometimes when students are like, well, they go to school, what does that imply? Well, it may imply that they don't have the same subjects. And on top of that, one of the things that they don't do, like we do, is they don't move from class to class. They generally stay in the same grouping, which means you kind of get the same classes as your cluster of students. And what that does is it makes it so that the teachers walk around. And that's kind of cool. And by the way, whenever the teacher walks in the room, interesting fact, they all have to stand up and they have to wait until the teacher invites them to sit down. Blows me away. But, all right. So now we're going to do a little bit of an activity here. Try not to make this too long. I'm going to say, was hast du am? And then I'm going to say a day of the week. And what I want you to do is pick the day of the week pick the subjects from the day of the week. Choose it in the answers. Okay? A little confusing, but you're going to select all the ones that apply. Okay? So, make sure you pay attention. Okay? Was hast du am Mittwoch? All right, remember, pick all that apply. Okay? Next question. Was hast du am Montag? Okay? Last one. Was hast du am Donnerstag? All right. So, hopefully that was helpful and you learned something new. We'll make sure that we give you an opportunity to study these as we go on, but just make sure you know how to do these. All right? Take care.